Hello everyone, this is Manisa the Poet. You're diamond in the rough in the city, still looking pretty. Coming to you guys today with yet another YouTube coronavirus quarantine video. Today's video, I'm out and about and I'm doing my story time. What's today's story time about, you may ask? You know I never know it, so I'll get ready to tell you guys. Today's story time is about I Am Speaking hashtag, and this is being done by Lori Stokes from Fox 5. She has a segment about I Am Speaking. And that segment is inspired by Kamala Harris's I Am Speaking when she was in the debate and she said, I am speaking. Now, us as women too often have to speak up for ourselves because we're not always respected or looked at as we can handle things that men can handle. Women are usually pushed into gender roles. Oh, you be a wife, you be a mother. You could do little jobs like that, but you can't do this. Okay, so now where do I come in? I write a poem. I love the poem. The poem was inspired by her segment. You know, she had a bunch of women who are doing things in this world that men don't expect them to be doing, like GMs of companies and CEOs and athletes and different type of people striving to do better as women and not to be put into that role and looked at as if that's all that they could possibly do. Now me, I'm an author, a poet, and an entrepreneur. No, I'm not rich, I'm not Ralph Lauren level, I'm not Kanye level, but I cannot see myself being there. Yes. What makes my clothing line different? My clothing line is different because my clothing line is a poetry clothing line, which means you get customized poetry on the back of the shirt. Anybody could put a symbol on the front of the shirt. Anybody could stitch something together and throw it on somebody and say, hey, I did that. My creation is my words. So with that being said, there you go. Hence, that's why mine is different. I put my heart into my work. You know what I'm saying? I've written for my cousin who, you know, was battling cancer and she wanted to go through her operation with my hoodie on and say, you know what, I'm gonna go in my operation with this hoodie on because this is gonna show my strength. This is gonna display everything I wanted to say. So I wrote for her. I write her. I wrote for a female that has been molested by a family member to give her strength. Whenever she looks at the shirt, whenever she looks at the poem, I've written just to inspire myself on a daily. I've written for men. I write for children. You know, I've written for my daughter to encourage her. As far as men, I can write about you being a king. I can write about you being whatever you pretty much want to write about. I write about Cash App. I write about everything you could possibly think. If you go on my page at Diamond Mommy Poems, you will see it. I'm a person for the underdog, but I'm for everybody too, because, you know, I'm not restricted to problems just being relating to people in the hood. Everybody has problems, everybody has issues. Rich people, poor people, whether people care to believe it or not. And a lot of similarities come through in my poetry. I get all walks of life who tell me they appreciate it and they are happy that I wrote because, you know, they wanted to say that but they didn't know how to go about saying it and how I penned it perfectly. Now, that's how my clothing line and my poetry comes together. I'm an author. I wrote a poetry book, Diamond in the Rough. Google me. On top of that, I'm not famous. I'm not rich. I don't have this extravagant lifestyle. I haven't made it yet. What do some people consider making it? I take that back. I have made it because in God's eyes, I'm still here. I'm walking through all the things I've been through. So, yeah, I did make it. That means more to me than it will ever mean looking for people's acceptance. I've always been different. I've never cared one way or the other if people liked me. I was like, because I was truthful, honest, and whole with people. And if people don't like me for that, then hey, that's my character. I think we all need somebody to tell us, you know, nah, that's not gonna work. That's gonna work. You were right, you were wrong. That's just what it is. Everybody can get a yes man, and most famous people do. Excuse me for the noise, as I tell you guys always. Well, this is Manisa the Poet. If you want to go support me at Diamond Mommy Poems. DM me for your purchases. And I hope that you like what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because I don't give up. I don't stop. I am speaking. And I'm going to come back and read my poem for you in my next YouTube. Thank you and have a good day.